cardio time. The time that pretty much everybody hates. Especially bodybuilders, strong men, strong women. So, how do I do it, right? So right now, I'm not gonna get tactical. I'm gonna show you a steady pace and pedal with the hands. This is the machine that's so they're called a Ugometer machine, but in simple terms, it's a hand bike. You're pedaling it with your hands. So I'm gonna get on in a second, but you can see you just push it forward and rotates. Exciting, huh? That's where you sit. You're not going anywhere. Is it boring? Yes. So how do you go for 30 minutes and not be bored to death? Well, figure it out. Sometimes I watch Netflix, I watch Prime, I watch YouTube, listen to music, whatever it takes to get the job done. Does anybody care what you gotta go through? No. Just get it done. I don't care what you gotta do, just make it happen. I'm tired, you're tired, everybody's tired, but at the end, no excuse. Make time, figure it out. You know, that's really the key. You can come up with an excuse to convince yourself, well, maybe tomorrow, but you're not gonna get the results you want. You want the results, so suck it up. End of story. That's it. Here we are, right? So let's get this started. So I sit down, I adjust the seat, and I'm just gonna start pedaling. I'll turn it on. I'll just do the resistance. Move the level to 5, right? So now, keep steady pace for 30 minutes. Now there's specific things for cardio to get your heart rate with a heart rate monitor, which I'll show you in about a week or two. Not right now, because I'm going to just show you that you're going to be consistent for a couple weeks before we get to the technical stuff. Because it doesn't really matter about cardio, what you do, push yourself in a wheelchair, swim, it just matters where your heart rate's at. And when we really get to the nitty gritty, I'm going to show you and teach you where you need to, keep your heart rate. And it's going to monitor it. So you're going to see a monitor of exactly, because people think, well, I'm just going to do cardio until, I sweat. Because that shows that I'm working, right? Well, that's just crap. You can go, somewhere where it's really hot, just stand outside, sit outside, and you're sweating. Just because you're hot in a steam room doesn't mean that you're going to get results. Because it's about the effort you put. Because if it's just about sweat, then just sit in the sauna. But if you lose water, then when you drink water, you're just going to get the weight back. Because it's water weight. Because 1 gallon is equivalent to 8 pounds. So you can manipulate weight really easy. But to burn fat, that's a science. So I'm going to go for 30 minutes, just like this. I'm just going to bore it out. I'm going to watch something on Prime. Lately I've been watching Viking, because I like medieval stuff, like 300, Braveheart. I get into that with the kings and queens and stuff like that. That's just my thing. I don't care if people like it or not. It's just me. If you don't like it, I don't really care if you do or not. It's just me. So, find what you like so you can sit here and suck it up for 30 minutes. I don't care if it's even Bambi for Walt Disney. If that's what you like, and you can sit here, because eventually you're going to bump it up to an hour. And then when I do, when I get ready to do shows, I may even do 2 hours of cardio, 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour at night. So imagine sitting here for 2 hours a day, 6 days a week. You gotta find a happy place. If not, you're just gonna be miserable. You're gonna sit here this whole time thinking, I hate my life. I hate this. I hate my life. I mean, you can do that, or just be positive and think, I'm gonna enjoy this movie, and I'm gonna keep my heart rate in a certain way, and I'm gonna get the job done. Because at the end of this, I'm gonna look phenomenal, I'm gonna be shredded, and I'm gonna dominate. And I'm teaching you guys this, that way you wheelchair bodybuilders out there that want to do this, know, you can be the next in line. I'm looking, you know, just because you see the guys compete, I don't care who wins or who loses. I don't compete anymore. You know, whoever's the current champion, I'm looking to dethrone, because then kind of spices up the sport a little bit, draws a little bit more interest. And then, you know, if you win, you'll be able to meet Arnold at the Arnold Classic. You know, there's Wheelchair Olympia, and help you guys make something of your name. And in the process of this, I'm going to teach you guys how to get sponsorships so you get everything paid for. Now, how nice would that be? And if you listen to me, you can get, you know, you can get your, you know, salary, which you get paid money. But that's a whole different bargain. It's negotiation, but you got to look the part, and you got to be willing to do things for the company. See, as we talk here, there's, you know, 3 minutes and 55 seconds, right? So it's like, all right. So then at times when I do cardio, I also think, you know what, okay, that's 4 minutes down. So I only got, you know, 5 times 4, that's 20. Or when I hit 5 minutes, that means I only got 6 more 5 minutes. So I calculate that. Then if I go 10 minutes, I'm like, okay, I'm a third done. Then, you know, hit 15 minutes, I'm like halfway done. And I count the time like that. So then I start daydreaming and visualizing things, and then all of a sudden, before you know, cardio's done. So that's another strategy. You just find things to make up in your head so you can sit here and just be done with it. Because, you know, for people that really love cardio, you know, good for you. But what about the people that, you know, cardio like this? Like, is this gonna get you faster? No. I mean, you can see some people do high intensity, but you can burn muscle that way. So most efficient fat burning is like burning oil, slow and steady, and it's an interval. You know? And if you look at how do you know that? You know, because you hear this, all this information online, right? And how do you know? Just look at the best bodybuilders in the world. You'll rarely see them run. They're walking on the treadmill. The incline is a pace because they're burning fat. Don't you think? Don't you think? Don't you think? If they knew that was going to be a bit more efficient to do this hardcore, they do sprints. Don't you think like the biggest bodybuilders in the world would do that? They would. And they hire the best bodybuilding coaches in the world. They pay them a fortune to teach. And I hired the best bodybuilding coaches in the world, and none of them told me to do sprints. None of them. So you can hear it from your friends, families, the athletes that think they know what they're doing, or they have big dreams to be the next thing, or you can listen to me, which I've done it and doing it, lived it. I beat all the amateurs around the world, and I beat all the pros, right? This was back in 2014. I beat all the pros, and now I'm the voice because I had to give up my career to make this happen around the world, because I'm looking for the next best thing. I'm looking for you because this is your dream. You want to be the pro, don't you? You want to get in shape to be the next big thing? Here's your chance. Anyway, see, 6 minutes and 45 seconds up. So that's technically, you know, 10 more of these and it could be an hour. So, you know, I could be 1/10 to an hour. But right now, what is that? 1/5 of an hour. Now I'm 7 minutes. See, 7 times 3, that's 21. 7 times 4, so if I do 3 more 7s, that's 28 minutes. You start thinking stupid stuff. Calculate and just get it done. But anyway, until next time, I'm going to sign up. But now you see, 7 minutes, 22 seconds. Is it fun? No. Is it boring? Yes. But does it get results? Yes, it does. So then some athletes, before I finish this off, did a cardio session. Some athletes are like, you know what? But if I do this, Nick, I'm gonna burn, you know, I'm gonna hurt my shoulders, I'm gonna cause injuries. If that's the case, all these bodybuilders walk with their legs, right? So doesn't it make sense in the, you know, if you do this like this, are you gonna lose muscle? Well, look at the biggest bodybuilders in the world. They train legs like once, 2 times a week, right? Then they do cardio 6 days a week, sometimes twice a day. And their legs is massive and defined. So if they can have these massive legs, walking, doing cardio, 60 minutes or 1 to 2 hours a day, plus they walk all day, don't you think your arms will be fine, your shoulders will be fine? Think about it, put that in perspective. Anyway, till the next workout, which is tomorrow. Big cardio tomorrow. Stay true to yourself, stick to the game plan, and you will get there.